Yes, people. What's going on? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Saeed TV. Also, man, I'm in the dark, man. Ain't no lights on. The dark feeling right now, bro. I can't lie, man. You know what they say, the nur. There's no nur. There's no lightness. I'm dark.
It's rough.
I'm dark.
It's rough.
Also, man, how you doing, bro? How you doing?
Listen, man, I didn't even watch the game. I was just watching the stream with you and Faz. And when it got to the first goal, that's when I checked in. I said, nah, I need to watch the game. I wasn't going to watch it.
Wow.
It's only when they scored and I saw how you lot was like so animated and fuming. I said, nah, I got, because everyone was saying it was so bad. And I was thinking, nah, it can't be that bad. Can't be that bad.
It's bad.
Because you know what it is? Every time, I keep on saying it, we keep on stooping to new lows that you just don't think are possible.
Yeah. That's exactly how it feels. Every time you think there's not going to be a new low, there's a new low this United team. There ain't no manager bounce. There ain't no nothing, bro. We are empty. Like, broski, there ain't no system helping these players. Nothing ain't working, bro. We haven't got players that are capable of doing the simple basics, bro. Look at Wolves, man. They're 15th, 4th, wherever they are in the league. And they're meant to be at a point where they should be like, bro, 2 wins in advance.
No, it's our level. That's our level. That's the shocking thing. This is actually our level. Like, all banter aside to all the other clubs that we banter in the top 4 and that are doing their thing, whether it's, you know, we banter Arsenal, we banter Spurs, Liverpool, all of that. But United is actually a mid mid-table team.
Mid-table, bro. It's
That's
so
our level.
now, broski. I think this is the worst United team ever assembled. The worst. I don't recognize these players, bro. Even when we had like players like, I don't know, man. Remember them players on the Van Gaal? I would have took them man there,
What was the squad that what's his name? Ranić said we needed to dismantle. Bring that squad up.
Bro, listen, man. I don't
What
know.
was that squad? What was
But I
Ranić's
had
squad?
Paul Pogba and them, man.
Yeah, bring it up. Because we thought that was a low.
Was that 21-22 season?
21-22. Is it 22-20? Yeah, 21-22.
21-22, yeah.
We thought that was a low because that's when we said we needed open heart surgery. Let's see what that open heart surgery squad was.
So this is a team where we had Ronaldo. So this team we had De Gea, Lindelof, Bailly, Phil Jones, Maguire, Pogba, Ronaldo, Juan Mata, Anthony Martial, Rashford, Greenwood, Lee Grant, Jesse Lingard, Ahmad, Fred, Bruno Fernandes, Varane, Dalot, Edison Cavani, Tom Heaton, Luke Shaw, Jadon Sancho, Dean Henderson, Alex Telles, Wan-Bissaka, Nemanja Matic, Johnny van der Beek, Elango, Scott McTominay, Menji, Hannibal, Shola Shotire, and Kovar. That was the squad, basically.
So how did we manage to get a worse squad after 600 million since then?
This is what I'm trying to say.
How we had a team there with Ronaldo, Greenwood, Sancho.
Yeah. It's gotten worse, bro. Because what's his manager? The previous manager was allowed to spend money on his guys. So Mason Mount, Lisandro, Martinez, Onana. You know what I mean? We bought a club signing Casemiro. We bought Højlund. We got bro, like it's only really this season where the club took over the recruitment and they bought players for the club rather than the manager. Mazraoui was from the club, Dele, Xerxes, all of these players for the club. This now,
I think the biggest error that Ineos have done since taking over Manchester United was not sacking Erik Ten Hag in the summer.
Oh my days, bro! I swear down.
That is so monumental to the madness that we're in now.
Yeah,
you get this guy that flipping, the one that's always flipping, lying to the Man United fan base. They will come out and say that we were like, people calling Erik Ten Hag a board fraud and he's this, he's that, he has to go. But now he's gone. What's your position? But the reality is, when we were saying he should go in the summer, you lot were fighting to hold on to him. They were fighting to hold on to Erik Ten Hag. When you look at the massive impact having a transfer window in the summer with Erik Ten Hag in charge as the manager, while Ineos are here,
yeah.
Because if even if Amorim has a difficult season now, he still has pre-season and he still has his players.
He still has his players.
He has wing backs,
and it's easy to get rid of them players in the summer rather than have Rashford messing around now. You know what I mean? Like basically him talking about he wants to have a new challenge, etc.
I think Radcliffe has clocked Saeed how bad that decision was to keep Erik Ten Hag, and that's
that's why he's sacked Rashford. Yeah. He's clocked
how really
I think for me, ain't no manager saving this, bro. Like people can do Ten Hag revisionism. Nobody ever said that the manager was the full blame of, this football club. Nobody ever said that. But he was a lot of it came down to Ten Hag in terms of like the way this team was playing, the way this team was set up, the way this team is, bro. Without running around, this team lacks any technical ability. They lack technicians. They lack know-how. Bro, this team is brain dead. Like, generally, bro, this team is like, they're clueless. Bro, there's no technical ceiling, bro. We've killed Kobbie Mainoo. Kobbie Mainoo looks like an average footballer right now. Let's be honest. He looks average. Garnacho, shit. Højlund, Broski. Like, what does he offer? The captain is a madman. Like, bro, like, it's actually bad, bro.
We're in a mess. We're in a big time mess because People love to be like, oh, you know, it's the club. And Noradine talks a lot about this. But when a manager has spent 600 million, they've given him money to bring in Anthony, giving him money to bring in the players that he wants.
I know.
And he can't get a tune out of the players. It's a massive fail. We're not talking about Saeed. Eric Ten Hag leaves Man United in 4th in the league and we're not contending. Even if we weren't contending for the title and we were 4th, we would have said that that was a bad look.
Because we're not the 4th best team in the league. We are where we are. We are where we are, bro. You know what? Listen, and again, I told Flawless. Flawless said top 6. He was on the show. He said, yo, I said to him, I'd give him a PS5. Flawless. I told man, yo, there's Brighton. All of these teams are better than us. This is the reality, bro. We're closer to the relegation zone than we are to
well, we're in a relegation fight. We're in it.
We're in a relegation fight, bro.
If flipping Man City are saying they're not sure if they're gonna flipping get Champions League football next season, Pep's saying they're in a fight for the top 4.
Yeah.
What do we think we're in then? We're in a fight to stay out of the relegation zone.
We ain't winning our next 3 games. You know that.
If we don't win our next
games at Newcastle, then it's Liverpool, then it's Arsenal. We ain't winning them 3 games. We faced that Man City game, was almost like a curse, because you know what it did?
Yeah.
It made us believe that, like this is the start of something. When in reality, City drew with Everton today. They're shit as well. I can confidently say City is shit right now. And we was crazy to be like, like Amorim here, like, bro, like.
That's why in the group, when I hear if Man United win today, they're 3 points behind City. I think City are like 8th. We worried about that for?
Bro.
Yeah. So what if we're 3 points behind them? Who is City?
Big up to Delan says, I was one of the few people that weren't gassed when the ownership came in and we hired the manager. We need to understand where we are as a football club. United is so deep in the mud we're in Satan's basement. You're wishing he'd waited on Real Madrid back page. And Eric Ten Hag duck a dump and didn't flush the toilet. Shout out to everybody here, man. Guys, make sure you lot are liking the video, people. We will be having a couple of more people join us. Brian will be joining us soon. Bro, what's the most alarming thing for you in this United team, Musa? Because I can wheel off you some stats, yeah? Man United have conceded 18 set pieces in 2024. We've already conceded over double digits in terms of goals since Amorim's come in. Like, what's concerning you on a surface level right now?
Right,
I know
what's
it's not
concerning me is that
what's wrong right now? What's going wrong right now?
We're 2 losses away. If those teams behind us can pick up 2 flipping wins,
bro, I'm telling you,
relegation. That is a problem for us. And what's concerning me is that we're doing things under Amorim that we didn't even do under Ten Hag. It's what's making these lot call for Ten Hag. Well, we know it's nonsense.
I know.
It's still disturbing.
Yeah.
Because we're doing things like being so bad on crosses and set plays. This is new.
This is, bro. I don't know how many we conceded yet under Ten Hag, but we have conceded 18. I don't know how many we conceded under Amorim alone.
Amorim, they said something like half of Amorim's goals have been set pieces since he's got here.
That's conceded. Crazy, bro. That right there is inexcusable. What are the coaching staff doing?
What are they doing?
What are the coaching staff doing, though?
So we're saying that
it's a red flag.
Yeah, more than half of the goals could have been avoided since he's come in. I've never seen. I didn't even know people can score from corners. I didn't know it was possible.
Bro, them kind of things happen. You know what he used to say, yeah? Them kind of things, would be a rarity. You know, we were growing up here. Yeah. How many times have them goals really happened in football?
No, they don't happen.
They don't happen in it now. It's becoming a regular theme. And it's not one keeper, it's the other keeper. You know what I mean?
The first person they did it to was, what was his name? The first person that did it was... but the Arsenal one, but it got headed in.
Oh, yeah, I know. It happened on the Arsenal. Yeah.
Onana, yeah. The first one when it was Declan Rice, he put it right on Onana.
Yeah, of course.
And then since then, it's like anyone that does that from the corner scoring against us.
Yeah.
I don't get it. How could you be so easy to
Bro,
score against a set piece?
Weak, bro. It's actually weak. It's spineless, bro. Like today, yeah, for example, did Konya mean to do that, though? Be honest.
For the
I
goal.
think I'm putting more blame on the keeper for not being robust.
No, but the thing is,
strong.
Cunha, if you look back at
Konya
how
did
he
not
took
mean that, bro. That's 1 in a million.
no, but if you look back at how he took it, he stepped
Yeah.
back, bent it into like to trouble the goalkeeper. Whether he thought it would go in, but he definitely hit it to be going towards the goalkeeper.
Yeah, but you have the control. Like people say he meant it, yeah. But as a keeper, that ball does not go in if you don't be strong. If you don't be strong, yeah, that ball's not going in.
Yeah, I don't think he thought he would get in.
He don't command the box enough for me. He don't like claim crosses. He don't say, yo, listen, get out of my way. I'ma get this.
And the problem with Onana, for a tall guy, he doesn't even look tall. It doesn't make sense.
He don't look tall. How tall is he, Onana?
He's meant to be like 6'3" or something.
Bro, he's got the most look at his shoulders, they're always locked in as well.
Yeah.
Like man's stiff, bro. He's hella stiff, you know, Onana, you know, like his shoulders are locked in like this, yeah. And I'm like, bro, like loosen up, fam. Are you all right, bro? Loosen up, bro. Like you're meant to be 6'4", whatever he is. Like, man's supposed to be tall, you know. And I said it, bro. Onana, for me, like, if we need to upgrade, bro, because I can't be having the manager, so the keeper being taken the mick out of, bro. We can't have weak links. Like, you know what I mean, bro? Like, we can't have weak links in our team.
Think if Amorim had De Gea, he would have played him all day, every day. I believe so. Because the passing out from the back that people are craving, we haven't done it since we've had Onana for 2 years.
Yeah.
People are craving for it, but we're not doing it.
Bro, Inter Milan, are they missing Onana right now?
He definitely looks 5'9". He looks 5'9".
No, but real talk, yeah. Are Inter Milan missing him right now?
Listen, in today's football, you're not even meant to miss goalkeepers. They just meant to do a job.
Exactly.
Yeah, they're just meant to do a job, crack on, and they just meant to play out from the back, make enough saves throughout the season, and keep it moving. It's not meant to be that
we with Summer, you know. Summer's a better keeper than this guy. I'm telling you. Like, bro, it's mad, you know.
That boy that we let go, that's the one.
Kova as well.
Kova, yeah, he's the one that we let go. That's how we flop. United let go of a few young players that we should never let go. But Saeed, to be honest, I told you, man. See what I'm worried about Amorim is that he's a young coach, yeah. And that's another thing that people have to take in consideration. He's a young coach that's only ever coached at Sporting Lisbon, yeah. And with all the success that he's had, it's like a young fighter in the ring. You know, like Dubois. When Dubois was knocking everyone out, it was all sweet. Everyone loved it. He's going to be the next best thing. Once he got hit a couple of times and he had that eye injury and he went down, all of a sudden everyone's like, he's a quitter. But he's had to come back even stronger. What I'm saying is that it wouldn't be a surprise or a coincidence for Amorim to have one of his most difficult periods as a manager at Man United.
But of course, I agree. You know what it is though? In Sporting though, there's fundamentals there, bro. You got technical players that can get you out of trouble. Do you understand? You got a goal scorer as well. You got Yoker as a goal scorer.
The problem I think though with Man United,
his team over there at Sporting is a balanced team. You don't have a balanced team.
When you're at Sporting, yeah, as bad as Sporting Lisbon were, if you want to win the league, you're competing against 2 or 3 teams at the most.
Yeah, I agree.
So you can be bad, but if you get a good setup, and Sporting have always been historically good with getting players and financially being backed as bad as they were. So if you can get a good setup, it's not like the old days where it's just you're going to be battling between Arsenal and Chelsea. And then Man United, all we need to do is be better than Arsenal and Chelsea. Yeah. Now you've got to be out better than Arsenal, Liverpool, Newcastle, Chelsea.
But let's say for example, yeah, that the manager took all of his 11 and put it at United right now, yeah. I think that that team would do better than this current United team. Because that's his team. You got to remember, like he's used to that squad, right? And there's no egos. There's no kind of like, bro, like they're all good technical players. Like, look at
remember what I kept on telling you. Is he the man?
The team that he's got right now, yeah, like balance-wise, they're not better than the Sporting team. They're not.
Remember, this is why I kept on telling you: is he the man, or is he going to be the man before the man?
But if this guy don't work, Musa, it ain't gonna work. I'm telling you.
No, but Joe
I
is.
think we're literally.
There's two things that's going to happen here, and that's why I feel sorry for Amorim. Statistically, and based on the stats, the football has improved, and we've improved as a team. And this is why I said, but you can't take too many losses in this league before everyone doesn't care about
Does
that.
it mean anything though? Like when we lose these games, or we win these games, like it's shown that it hasn't meant anything though. Like we're in the same cycle.
This is why I said you got
in the
to win.
Same cycle though.
But this is why I said you got to win, because if you play 5 games and you win 3 and you lose 2, but you've had more possession, more shots on target, more all of these type of things, and you've won 3 out of 5, it looks different. But when it's the other way round, when you're only winning 2 out of 7 or something like that.
No, but this team, this team has shown us here. They went on a run here of 5 games where they let's say they're unbeaten in 5. I know there's a bad loss coming around the corner with this team. A bad loss.
I don't know why. You know why I'm shocked?
Like, generally, bro, this team is not capable of being consistent.
But this is
also
why
not losing their heads, bro. They're not losing their heads.
But this is why I'm shocked, because how can a total different 16 set of players, 17, bar 1 or 2 from Ranić, still have the same mentality?
Yeah.
Now
we have to get rid of them, bro. This is the time now to get rid of them. We have to get rid of these players. If Omar Barada, I think there was a super chat here, from Gareth, says, how much do you blame Omar Barada though if we don't move the players? Bro, it's on him, bro. It's on all of these guys. If we don't see these players go, I'm telling you, questions have to be asked. We're going to have to come like Nuruddin. Like, fraud watch. I'm telling you. Because if they don't get rid of these players, bro, like, forget it. We have to forget it. If these players are still here next year, I am not predicting Man United to finish in the top 4, top 6, nothing. I'm not. Because these lot are basically bad apples.
I think there's 2 things going on as well. The Man United fan base is like, I think we've seen so much rubbish and we've accepted so much rubbish. I don't know if we're even a good judge of character anymore.
We're not judging. Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah. I don't think we're a good judge of characters. Like, we're not the people you should give money to as a fan base and be like, yeah, go and spend it. Because we're just not good judges. Like, even now, I just sent that video in the group where Di Maria had 9 assists in 20 games. Basically, he's 1 in 2. And we said he was a flop. He wasn't good enough.
Yeah.
Like, what fan? Who are we? Who has a 1 in 2 record as a 10? And I think he was the highest. I think he was the second highest. He was only behind Ozil in that season where he only played 20 games as the second highest assist in the Premier League. But United fans said he was a flop. So what are we doing? We can't. We don't know what we
are. We said a lot of players are flops, though. You know what I mean? Mkhitaryan, so many players that we should have done better with. We flogged them off straight away. Kagawa, all of these players.
Man.
But I look at this club though. A lot of the fan base, they like people that run around and basically show passion. Like, for example, Garnacho. We've put Garnacho to this level, but he's not good enough. But for some reason, the fan base have said, you know what, he is because he gets it, or he's part of the academy, or he's an ex-Ronaldo, or like.
And if you say anything, or try and if you try to get rid of him or say anything, they all come for you. Like, we also say we're not a good judge of characters. We need to leave it alone, man. That Edison guy at Atalanta, these are the type of players we need. We need players that are hungry.
Cunha today. That's the sort of player we need. Cunha. Look at Cunha today. Quality. The guy.
I've got time for Zerski. I like him, but he's not a Cunha, man. He's not a Cunha.
Let me get these super chats in, guys. Make sure you like the video. There's 3,000 people in the building. Make sure you liking the video. Big up Suj says, big up Saeed, Musa, and the community. Hit the likes and subscribe. What's worse, to play the table or Liverpool potentially winning 20th league? Remember, it takes time for a new manager. Yeah, man. Set piece coach replaced by assistant for Ruben. Ali Humber says, I'm joining the Man United downfall, but I always feel bad for brother Musa. I think Amorim is your Porto. What happens if Man United are 14th in March? Please don't even get me to that, bro. Super Archer De Gea made way too many mistakes as well, but to be fair, Onana got hit twice in that set piece, and no one else helped him. No one else in the box to help. Obviously, I read that one there. Both targeted to sit back on Alicia's side. Weakness. Everyone wants quick miracles like it's FC24. Musa, talk sense into these man. I'm seeing fuckery under Amorim. We can't be biased because we like the new manager. If Eric Ten Hag did these, we're fuming. Big up, losing is contagious. The players are not performing. Changing managers solves nothing. It's like buying a new car with faulty engine. Big up Yas TV. Big up Saeed and Musa. I met Musa today at GLM Mosque in Brum. Big up, big up, man. Green Lane, man. Shout out to you. Double your points on Boxing Day. Wow, you really said y'all was gonna finish above us. Yeah, listen, we've got things wrong in it. You know what's mad, yeah? Like, there ain't nothing changing right now. And I can't lie to you, I don't see this club spending money in January. Do you see this club spending money in January and do what Chelsea did? Just say, you know what, 50 million here, Cunha, let's go and get him.
Manchester United should spend 100 million this January. If we don't spend 100 million minimum this January, yeah, we need to be. Listen, I'm telling you, Saeed,
spending 100 million, bro.
We need to spend 100 million.
100 million
in January, because I need to see Radcliffe moving so quick, so fast to rectify his mistake of letting Eric Ten Hag stay in the summer. We need to spend 100 million in January. So we need 3 players. We need Edison. We need a left back. And we need
bro, I think for me the most critical position is a left back and a left 10. Bro, we need a left back and a left 10, bro. That is criminal. Bruno Fernandes cannot be playing it. Bro, Bruno Fernandes should be playing at all, bro. And you know what? Yeah, I hope that was the moment today where the manager seen that Bruno Fernandes is a bomb.
Listen, and I love Ahmed in a 10, but because we're so bad in the wing,
we need Ahmed right wing back. Yeah, we need
to go back.
Who's going to play in this position though?
We do what we've done before, Zertsky, whatever. Just put Ahmed back.
Bro, that's what I'm saying, bro. We keep saying whatever, but what is whatever? You know what I mean? It's whatever. It's whatever. You know what I mean?
It is, though. Do you know what it is? The problem is this.
Whatever.
I think the balance of having Ahmed in the wing-back situation, it unbalances the defense that we're attacking, because they know that they've got a wing-back that's really good at attacking. And
Mazraoui ain't the answer in this.
Mazraoui's not.
Mazraoui's not. Let's be honest. But the thing is, though, yeah, in the Amorim system that he had at Sporting, Araujo is a winger for Uruguay. Cuenda is basically a winger and they both play in the fullback positions.
Yeah.
Do you get it?
Yeah, they have to be wingers.
So they have to be wingers, basically. And you're right, 10 left 10 have to be technicians. Like a Cunha. Like, you see what Cunha today, ball carrier, not Megan, man. You know what I mean, bro? And then you have a guy called Kirkes or Eight Nori just going off him.
Yeah, no, he needs
Eight Nori bossing us.
Yeah. See, like Alanga will be playing right now as a wingback.
Bro?
He would be playing because they're the type of players that he wants. He wants wingers in them positions. He's not having fullbacks. And the problem is Delo and Mazraoui are getting exposed as what? As defensive left wing and left and right back. They're getting exposed. They're not wingers.
They ain't offering nothing. I love Mazraoui, but he ain't offering nothing in this system. Dallow's not offering nothing in the system. You get me?
Shocking,
like, it is what it is, bro. And now the journalists are asking some big questions now, man. They're saying, why is Vitor Pereira? Look at this. He's starting to get triggered now.
The 29-year-old.
The manager's getting triggered now, Musa, man.
Remember, because he's Vice is 29. He's
talk about developing your idea. I know you said you don't know how long it will take, but Wolves have just had a new manager in for a week, a new system. With your players, what do you think is missing?
New system. Wolves play in the new system. They play the same system, and Vitor Pereira worked the same system in Saudi Arabia.
I think compared to Gary,
it was the same system, the same position, different, but same position. It was built up. The squad was built up for this system.
Bro, they're asking them questions now. These journalists don't give a fuck. They said honeymoon period over. You get, and it's true though, isn't it? Like he's built.
Good though that Amorim said that. They got the wrong one. Amorim's letting them know that he knows football. Don't try it with him.
Yeah, 100%, bro. Yeah. How are you asking him a question like that, bro? The managers have to build a new system. Whereas Vitor Pereira, that guy, has gone into the same basic system that he's played in Al Shabaab, He's played in Saudi Arabia, basically. It's
Yeah, yeah.
But the fact that they're asking these questions now
Shows that they're ready for him.
they're ready for him, bro.
Yeah, they're ready
ain't-
for Amorim.
Yo, listen, do you think it's honeymoon period? That they said, yo, we don't give a shit anymore about you, bro. We need to sell headlines. We need to rattle you, bro.
Yeah.
And you get me, like, broski, that man will try and make him crack, bro.
And the thing about Amorim as well, he will give it back. And once you give it back, they've got you.
They've got you, bro. Once
Because
you give it back, yeah,
they've got you,
bro.
Because that's headlines. That's when the headlines start coming out. That's when you start giving them.
Of course. They're more loyal to Rashford, I know, apart from set from media. The baddest thing is, you got the Rashford situation. You got the now Malacia for some reason happening. You got
Malacia doing?
Huh? Malacia, not heard about. He didn't even come in today because of technical issue. He didn't even, not even in the squad, not injured, nothing. Just not in the squad, bro. You know what I mean, bro? Like, what's going on, man? You know what I mean? Do the players want to play? You know what I mean?
This is why I say, sorry, the situation that the manager's got now, he's got Mount, Shaw,
all injured.
Rashford.
Yes.
If you say Malacia, he's got about 4 or 5 players that he can't count on. This is why Ratcliffe has to spend 100 million minimum in the January.
What do you mean minimum? Minimum,
He has to bring people in. The manager needs at least 3 players. Get me 2 signings and a loan. 2 signings and a loan. But my thing is, normally people are working on signings now. We should be linked to players that is done. Bro, we're just waiting for the window to kick in.
Right now, if like today, I think the manager said to him, the journalist said to Vitor Pereira guy, yo, listen, you best keep your Cunha. And he goes, yes, we'll make sure we keep him. But bro, if you're a serious club, drop 60 million, and make a difficult decision. But do you reckon? I don't think they accept it. You know, I think because we're desperate now, they will say we want 80 million.
My thing is this: they said the same about. They said the same about. They said the same about Amorim when people were saying, if we sack Ten Hag, who can we get? There's no managers available. And we don't want to hear that. Pay the money, get people in.
Right now, so what are you willing to pay now for Cunha?
What's he worth?
I'd say they bought him for 50. So
you got to pay about 70 million for him.
70 million, but now because we're in a desperate situation, I reckon they'd want more.
No, they'll take 70. See the owners. The owners, after being through a sticky situation, will tell the manager, listen, mate, you could be out of here by the end of the season. We need money, brother. Don't play games with us. You know what I'm saying? So there's certain clubs who are selling clubs, Saeed. It's just what they do. They sell players. But the reality is that
Tyler Diblin is available possibly. But again, Tyler Diblin, would he work in the system?
It's a young guy. He's a young guy.
Young guy, innit, man? That's what I'm saying.
It's not what we need. I mean, I just want to talk a little bit about Cunha today because I've been talking about this guy for a while, and to see him do what he did today to Man United was kind of painful because I kind of expected it. He's a good player. I don't know why people couldn't see it. He was there in the summer. Yeah. He's been there for a while. And our scouts, it's so frustrating because our scouts identified him, right? But so many players we identify we don't go for. But then we go for players that nobody's even looking at. I don't know. I don't know what Amorim is going to do. I feel bad for him, but today, Bruno Fernandes, Cunha won the game for Wolves. Yeah, Bruno Fernandes lost the game for us.
I know.
As simple as that. Fact. I don't think we would have lost today without that red card.
Yeah. Have you noticed, by the way, Brian? We look better again without Bruno Fernandes in a 10. Remember Tottenham game as well? We had down to 10 men. We didn't look as bad as we did with 11 men with Bruno. Today, the same again. We actually look better without Bruno Fernandes with 10 men. And I know Wolves sat back and they're not a great team, but still, and I hope Ruben Amorim, please take these lessons and realize, we kept the ball. We actually tried to play a little bit. And I know, listen, I'm not trying to glamorize that result because it was bad, but we actually kept the ball. Even at Porto, was it Porto as well? We actually looked better. So Bruno Fernandes, I don't know if this is, for me, it's a litmus test. Without me calling out the manager and saying, I want you out, it's a big litmus test. Are you gonna suffer with Bruno Fernandes in your team? What are you gonna do about it? Because you've dropped Casemiro for some reason, which I don't get it. I generally don't get it for me personally. Yeah.
You know what it is? It's he came into the team and he clocked Rashford was a problem. Fine, like no problem.
Fair enough.
But Bruno, I've always said it. Two of them go together, right? They're the same issue. Is one, Rashford is not giving enough effort. Obviously, today is not his fault. He hasn't been playing, but people are doing revisioning history on Rashford. You need to understand it's not just about Rashford. It's the profile of players, and I've been saying it for a while. The profile of player of Bruno Fernandes does not work in the number 10. He barely works in the number 8, at least, but he's less of a problem there. But I wouldn't play like you need to choose between Casemiro. At least Casemiro offers you aerial strength and offers you. He's actually wins the ball. Even today, we crossed the ball a few times into the box, and Casemiro won ball headers. Yeah. So he gives us something at least. Bruno doesn't give us the amount of times he lost the ball. Simple passes. He was receiving. He couldn't hold the ball. Constantly losing it. People don't understand how detrimental that is to a defense. Our defense is not conceding a lot of chances. We're just making stupid mistakes. Bruno gets the ball. He loses it. And then it's a counter-attack. The amount of times Ugarte is having to sweep up because of the stupidity of Bruno Fernandes, it's almost unfair because he's having to. His point must be gassed. He must be so tired. The amount of work Ugarte does, because the minute he leaves that team, the midfield is open. So,
bro, listen, I don't want to say we're going to miss him against Newcastle because we're going to lose anyway, regardless. Ugarte not being there. By the way, is Bruno Fernandes out for 2 games or 1 game?
No, one.
I was going to say. Yeah, no.
But
my thing is, Mandem, like, do you reckon the manager is going to go with it and let the board know that I need help? Or do you reckon he's going to cut out Bruno, cut out certain other players? Like Kobe Minor, for example, that one there, that's on the manager for me personally. Because if Kobe Mainu is not an 8, then I don't play him at all. Like, I don't want to see Kobe in the 8 role. He's not an 8.
He doesn't even want to play there. Do you see his positioning today? He was so high up in those half spaces. He doesn't want to play sitting next to Ugarte. So for me, it's a simple switch where you put in Mainu on the left 10 position. And guys, people need to understand, I'm not saying you do all these changes and all of a sudden we're going to be the best team in the league. Yeah. No, we are drowning right now. We're looking for something that will give us life.
Yeah.
Anything that will give us life, especially in an attack, we need to take it. And when you have Bruno Fernandes constantly losing the ball, it's killing us. It's killing the whole team. Like, you make runs, you whatever you want to do as a striker in this team, your 10 gets the ball and he's losing it. There's no point.
Yeah.
There's no point. It's like one pass. What's one pass? I know people are going to criticize Højlund, and I think today he was stinky. But if your number 10 is not giving the striker the ball one time in a whole half, what is the point of you? You've not fed him the ball one time. Like, at least, like, do something. Like, there's nothing. Like, this guy is doing nothing. He is a detriment to the team. He's constantly losing the ball. He's constantly out of position. The only reason why people are not noticing it is because Ugarte is covering his ass.
Yes,
and people don't see it. They don't see it. So for me, take him out. And Amorim, the next time Bruno is available, if he plays him, he's going to be in for so much criticism because he shouldn't be doing that. He's a big problem. And today, he has every excuse to not play him for the next whenever he's available next.
Do you think the manager's overestimated the league, or is it just a case of the players that we've got are just not good enough? Like,
no, I think he knows. I think he knows because he came in and he said, we're going to face a storm.
Yeah.
I think he knows. He's not coming and said eras are going to end or anything like that. No,
he doesn't.
He knows this team is shit. If I'm being totally honest with you, he knows what he's working with. And today they try to, get him in a gotcha question. Why is the Wolves team changed and whatnot? He knows. He said, listen, the Wolves hasn't changed their system. And listen, I've watched Wolves a number of times. Their system hasn't changed. It's the same thing they've been doing. They're maybe sitting back more compared to when they were with their previous manager. But that's pretty much the only change.
Yeah, and he lost 1-0. I haven't seen the stats. And he lost 1-0 with 10 men. Let's allow it. Like,
the journalists, they've been... They, again, with the questions about Rashford.
What was the stats as well? How was our possession today?
I think it was 49 to 50.
Bro, I don't even know.
10 men. With 10 men. So that's what I'm saying. So
yeah, I know. But when you got players like Garnacho today coming on again.
Oh my God. That last minute of the game, again, in that position, just imagine you're giving Cunha the position there in the ball. Like he's receiving the ball. He's going to drag a man. He's going to try and get that ball into the box. I'm not saying we're going to score, but Garnacho, give us a chance, man. Give us a chance. Just keep the ball. He loses it.
Bro. He's playing amongst himself, bro, and he actually doesn't want to be there, bro. I'll be real with you, man. Garnacho attitude, his whole demeanor, it was stinking, man. It was absolutely stinking.
January transfer window opens in 4 days. Yeah, this guy needs 100 million. That's all I know.
We're desperate. We're in a desperate situation.
We know what it is, though. Look at Euro, man. The guy's dying in this team, bro.
I told you yesterday. I told you so.
Euro, but Euro is dying in this team, bro. Dying.
That's the problem. We bring in these youngsters.
We're buying players, but when you mix players with these shit players, they become shit, Musa.
We need experience, man. We need experience. We need some experienced players,
man. We need experienced players. We're bringing these youngsters in. They got no one to learn from. Euro, in just 2 seasons, will be expected to be training the next up-and-coming flipping centre-back, who's only about 2 years younger than him. People will be like, "Oh yeah, Euro should show. Euro should show him the ropes and show him it's madness." We have youngsters showing youngsters the ropes.
Yeah.
Where's the senior players? It's just madness. So for me, Saeed,
who's the senior?
We need 100 million. All I know, we need 100 million now. I don't want to hear no nonsense because, like I said, the biggest crime Ineos is a part of was keeping Erik Ten Hag past the summer. They should never have kept the manager because that has it's just been detrimental to the progress of this club moving forward. Because now we're trying to correct the wrongs. We're still trying to correct the wrongs of the summer because the profile of player that they brought in, people are saying it's club signings, but he also most probably had a say so. Like, okay, yeah, because remember he still had his veto in terms of the signings because of the contract that he had. So it's like we're here trying to fix up issues to do with Eric, and he's not even here no more. He's gone.
You know, it's that second season under Ten Hag that killed us.
Yeah, I know.
That's to me, that's the bigger problem than the 2 seasons under Ten Hag killed us. If I'm being honest with you, because we signed Anthony and Casemiro for a combined 150 million. Jesus Christ! Then the next season we go buy Mount for 60 million. 200 million on 3 players that we need to get rid of. That's your money right there. We need to rebuild the team. Those 3 players.
Even that, but even the next summer, we went and bought Højlund and Mount for combined 150 again, something silly.
Yeah.
So we're spending like 300 million on just those 4 players alone. It's criminal. You could have built a whole squad with that.
It's criminal. It's absolutely criminal. Super chat.
Go ahead, Saeed. Yeah.
November 2024, no manager FC. December 24, 20 FC. Amorim out shit system, overrated coach. Adrian says people need to realize hiring Amorim was a mistake. Max Verstappen can't win races in Williams. A caretaker manager was always the answer. Hire a mid-table specialist, Premier League specialist to steady the ship. The Premier League proven stuff doesn't work for us. We need to do a proper scouting, not just popular players who are popular at the moment. Saying a fear for Amorim, Onana is worse than De Gea. And Musa will be saying Ruben Amorim out first. Says Aminu. For me, anyone thinking about the manager here, honestly, is mad, bro. For you to be manager out, because I've seen a lot of tweets here. It's crazy, bro, for you to be blaming this manager. There's things that we can criticize him on, don't get me wrong here. Yeah. But I genuinely believe the personnel that we have here are absolute. This is the worst squad in terms of talent, that I've ever seen. Genuinely, man. Genuinely.
We don't have a top 8 team, let alone
we don't have a top 8 team. I said it, guys. Aston Villa squad is better than us. The Brighton squad in terms of talent is better than us. Like genuinely, man. Like looking at Newcastle's 11, they're better than us. Let's be honest. That midfield of Tonali, Bruno Fernandes, and Joe Linton is a better midfield. We've got a better striker than us. We've got better wingers than us. Okay, the back line isn't their strongest point, but still, Shaw is a solid player at the back.
We don't have any department that's world class. At least with Newcastle, you can be like, oh, they have a top striker. You know, they have really good midfielders, right? We don't have any. Like, there's nothing I can point to and be like, Oh, we have one of the best in that position. We don't.
Yeah, Newcastle have the best number 9 in the league right now. Who's better than Isak right now in the league?
Not right now. Nobody.
There isn't.
No, right now he's the best striker in the league.
Yeah,
right
he is.
now.
You see,
Right now, he's the best striker in the league.
United fans kill me, man, because I don't know how you guys didn't see this coming. It's been coming. It's been coming for years under the Glazers, right? It's been coming the minute the Glazers came in. Like, I don't want to go back so far in the past, but we replaced Cristiano Ronaldo with Obertan and Michael Owen.
I remember that.
You guys are starting to just wake up. I've been screaming about how crap our recruitment has been for years.
We've always had crap players. We've always had crap players.
Bro, this is so bad. It's so bad. You know what it is? We're getting worse, and other teams are getting better at a very fast rate.
Basically.
You know, the league has changed before we start. What's happened is that your Nottingham Forest, your Aston Villas, your Brightons, all these teams, your Newcastles are improving. So United can't coast. We can't do what Liverpool did for 30 years, where there was maybe 4 good teams in the league and the rest were kind of mediocre. We can't do that because every team is lapping us. They're lapping us.
And this is what I'm afraid for Amorim, because Amorim's not in the Portuguese league where he's only trying to leapfrog about 2 teams. He's in a league where the top 5 is really the top 5. It's not a joke.
It's not the thing is there's no manager that is going to do any miracles with this team. There's just none. There's no system change. There's no bring back Rashid. There's no Garnacho is going to become Cristiano Ronaldo. There's no amount of copium you can give yourself.
Ahmad is dying, man.
Like this,
games dying.
People just need to accept it. We have a shit team. Like there's still fans that haven't accepted it yet. There's still fans that think, if the manager does this X and Y, like there's some things I want him to change, like Bruno Fernandes and whatnot. But I'm telling you that even if he does that, right, it's not a guarantee we're going to become exponentially better. We're going to be a little bit better. Just a little bit. And maybe against teams like Wolves, that will change 0 points to 3 points. That's it. It's not magic. We're not all of a sudden going to be as good as Newcastle. We're not all of a sudden going to be as good as Villa. Like, we're going to struggle. So when you come on Twitter or you come online and you say the manager should change X, Y, Z, all these things, don't almost think it's like FIFA. All of a sudden, your team is going to win 5 games on the bounce. It's not magic, guys.
Yeah.
We have a shit team. We have a shit team. People need to accept it. I said this on your show, so that people need to accept it like 3-4 games ago that we have a poor team. And this is why I said I know people want to get back into the Champions League, but for me, it's as simple. Like it's going to be hard. We need to choose.
No, I don't want no European football now. I'm convinced. I don't want it.
Listen, forget the Europa League.
I said it.
I don't want no European football. This club, this team, we don't need nothing to sugarcoat.
We can't compete, bro. We can't compete. You know,
there's no point.
Yeah,
it's not worth it.
We'll go stink it out in the Champions League next season if we scam the Europa League. What's the point? Like, there's no point. We need serious rebuilding where we sell a huge portion of this squad.
Will Ineos do this, by the way? Ineos,
I don't know, man.
Ineos, are they gonna do the work that's needed? Can we trust Ineos to do the work that's needed to rebuild this squad?
Yeah.
Let's talk serious, man. Are they gonna do it? Yes or no?
This January transfer window will tell us everything we need to know. This window is so important, Saeed, because it's Amorim's first window. If they don't back Amorim in his first window, we're in trouble. This is one of the most I don't think there's ever been a more important window for Man United than this window with Amorim, because he cannot last until the summer. Because it will get very toxic if they leave him without the players until the summer.
Yeah, the only hope we have is Ratcliffe's ego. That's the only hope we have. That this hurts him on an image level enough that he's like, forget about FSR, spend the money. That's the only thing we got, because the Glazers do not care. I don't think people understand. The Glazers don't care. they've made all the money they need to make out of Manchester United, over £1 billion. So they're like, yeah, this is Ratcliffe's problem. So the only thing that we can do and hope is that Ratcliffe is like, man, this thing's so bad. We just have to spend our way out of the problem.
Yeah.
That's the only hope we have.
Facts. Yo, Chucks, you was at the game, innit?
Yeah. Car park again, ole ole. Car park again, ole ole. Car park again. Car park again. Car park again, ole ole. Hey, Saeed, you're too funny, you know. Saeed said we're in a relegation battle, boys.
Yeah. It's true. Am I lying?
Traps, you warned us. You said that if you go to this away game, it could be problems.
I told you, man. I told you. Yeah, but Musa, this is the point. Yeah, don't be blind to it. Yeah, don't be blind. Don't be going to Molineux expecting it was a win, because I wasn't. But I just thought, you know, let me actually go there because you know what, you know Molineux, like, the away fans are quite close to the
Quite close, yeah.
The pitch. So I said, let me go there and let me actually see what's going on. Yeah, because anytime a new manager comes in, I like to come and see what's going on. And I'm telling you now, yeah. See my stocks in Rasmus? I flung them out the window on the motorway somewhere. Yeah, they got flung out the window. They're gone. Yeah.
He's shit, innit?
He's proper doo-doo, man. I'm sorry. He is Bruno Fernandes. Wow. Yeah. Bruno Fernandes is finished for me. He's finished. Like we need to sell him. Like you get some peas on him, but you need to sell him because that brother couldn't even control. I saw you was live. I was just about to watch it, the highlights to see what he actually done because I didn't understand it. I didn't even know he was on a yellow card. So I don't know, man. Yeah. But like I said, look, I'm here for it, man. I'm here for it now. We've identified it's the players is the issue. The players is the issue, yeah. But obviously, it's a bit up in the air because the reality of it is, whether we like it or not, this is like £1 billion squad. 600 been spent by the last manager to this squad, to how he wants it to be. So I don't really know what Amorim's gonna get out of these man. I'll be honest with you, I don't know how much money he's gonna get out of these man. I don't know. Like I don't know if it's a sell to buy thing, if he's allowed to sell everybody. I don't know, but I feel for him, man. I feel sorry for the man, boy, because obviously, yeah, he's got to do a job at the end of the day. It's a results-based business. How many goals have we conceded in the last 5 games? We scored how many goals?
Is it 18?
Something mad, yeah. But
it's actually not normal, you know, the amount of goals we conceded, you know. Let me just check it right now. I'm not gonna lie,
though. Saeed, your boy Mazraoui, though, yeah. Your boy Mazraoui, yeah, was prancing around the pitch like the Pink Panther blood, yeah. Like I don't know what he was doing. Yeah, he got skinned about 4 or 5 times today. I'm not even gonna cut on him because as a collective they was dead. But
4 defeats in the last 5 Premier League games for Man United. Is that actually serious?
How many? 4
defeats in the last 5 Premier League games for Man United.
Yeah, we only went and beat City, but obviously City was,
bro. That Man City game was honestly, bro. It was a curse as much as a blessing, you know, because it made people think like, yo, like the manager has a plan, like, you know. And I'm not saying
he does have a plan, but it's just the team.
I'm not saying he doesn't have a plan, but in terms of like, yo, like that was the turning point.
Nah,
because maybe people thought, yo, that was a moment where it was like, yo, kickstart the season. But reality is,
you know what I told you? It's a myth. You can't win the game in the last 3 minutes and
exactly
be a turning point.
Yeah,
because
you're right.
3 minutes away from failing and losing, it's too close.
And another thing, yeah, another thing to do with that Man City game, yeah, is we can't spend years and years and years of being shit and Man City being at the top of their game and everyone saying, when it's a derby game, form goes out the window, and then what you don't think that didn't happen the other day? Yeah, that basically.
I said Bournemouth was a bigger game than the actual Man City game.
That derby was trash versus garbage, bro. That's what it was.
Yeah, let's be real. Yeah.
Like,
no, but real talk though. I can't believe it. 4 games out of 5 we've lost in the last.
Saeed, it's been coming. It's been coming for a while. If you look at the downfall of the team, that Ten Hag's first season was the biggest lie sold to fans ever. Because what was our goal difference? 0.
Hey, well, it's -3 now.
goal difference was 0, but it got worse the next season. The point is, we finished third. People were screaming, "Oh, we will finish third and won some trophies," but we were poor, especially the second half of that season. We were terrible, and then we go in, and our way of improving that team was to sign Mount and Højlund. We have been shit for a while. Fans are just starting to clock it now. There's people still. I don't know if they see the ghost of Pogba on the pitch or something, where there's like Pogba and they think, just get a good coach and we'll be fine. We don't have those talent of players anymore.
Wallahi, we don't.
That's mad what you just said, that Ten Hag wanted to improve a team and he thought, okay, let me go and spend 150 million on Mount and Højlund. That is actually mad. How can you be sitting there in a summer transfer window thinking I need to improve my team? Oh yeah, I know what I'll do. I'll go and give Mount a number 7 shirt and bring him in for 70 million. And then go and get Højlund, a 19-year-old, 20-year-old.
Musa, I believe, when he actually rears his head, and gives an interview somewhere, he's gonna turn around and say, I didn't want Højlund. I wanted
Harry Kane.
I wanted Kane. Yeah?
But we were never getting Kane, though. Let's be honest, man. Did we ever believe that we were getting Kane? Did we ever really go for him? I'm not sure this club went for Kane, though. Like, let's be honest, though, man. We waited for Højlund and we wanted Højlund. Simple. We have to own it.
The problem with signing Højlund, and I said it this summer, we signed Højlund. It's a good young striker, raw, but we needed to sign a senior striker.
Is he raw though? Is he actually raw?
He is raw, because a lot of the players guys. I've watched a lot of 20-year-old strikers, 21-year-old strikers. What Højlund is doing is nothing that different to many of them. Even Haaland, his game is not fully developed. And he's showing now at Manchester City. His game is not fully developed.
Bro, I'll be so real, the way this guy...
What's he good at? Let me ask you a question here.
No,
what's Højlund good at? Let's break it down.
He is actually decent. He's a decent finisher for the most part, because if he actually gets the chance in the box, he scores.
I'm going to be fair to him.
But most of his game is just not developed.
Horrible.
He's not a back-to-goal striker, and he keeps playing back-to-goal. Like, get on the edge of your fullback. Like, if you're playing the back, today was playing the back 3, so it's more difficult. But you should be running the channels. That's his strength, because it's hard to get him off the ball when he runs the channels.
There's no more number 9s in the game. We can most probably name the most serious number 9s in the game right now on one hand. There's about 5 of them. There's not really any serious number 9s. But then you look at
Duran, is the same age as
not your typical number 9, though, Saeed.
He's not.
This is the problem. Profile.
Duran's not a number 9.
No, he's not.
Listen,
he is a number 9.
Listen,
not from what I see.
What's Duran then?
He's more of a 10 to me /9.
He's not. He's a 9, bro.
He's Saeed. He's a different kind of 9 where he's mobile. He's like Jackson, right? He's like Jackson. I would go as far back as going to like Fernando Torres. It's those kind of 9s where they can do almost everything in the game you want them to do.
Yeah.
So fans can't be upset when you sign a striker that is like box 9 striker, or what's his name? The other striker at Villa that they've taken out. That I told people that this guy is just basically Højlund, but 29, they didn't want to hear it. But now you're seeing it that he's been benched now because Duran is doing better. I told you, if you guys want to see Højlund the best he can be, look at what's his name.
No, but the thing is, listen, I'm putting frustrations in, because he plays for Man United. I don't care, guys, man. I feel like for me, we need to stop making people, because he's young. Broski, I need to see some of your game, though.
It's not young, though.
It's not young. He's 21. It's
the profile. It's the profile of player. This is what we do at Manchester United. We signed Paul Pogba. We never gave him a competent DM to play with. I'm not saying Højlund is that talented, but no matter, Ahmad, he has no good fullback to combine with. No matter how good or bad your talent is, you need more help. If you're shit as a player, your talent level is not high. You need more help.
I'm struggling to understand that even when we have the full squad available, is Højlund still going to be good enough to lead our number 9? He's probably our third. He should be third choice striker at United.
Bro, you see Højlund, You see Højlund.
I have to be brutal honest, guys, man.
If he carries on, doing that backing up into the players thing, They're gonna have to start showing man's game after 8 o'clock at night, because that's some soft porn nonsense that he's going on with there, bro. Like that. What is, bro? What, every time he sees the ball coming, he looks back for his man and he just basically just sucks onto him. Like, what, bro? Like, I don't understand why he's doing that. Yeah,
he shouldn't be doing it.
I don't understand it. Like, I've never seen. I'll be honest with you. I have never seen. Even when Drogba used to back into people like the top of his back. Yeah, he's got no control over what he's doing. He's got his hands all over the place. Like, what are you doing, bro? And then somehow, some way, after you're engaged in the contact, you end up on the floor. Why? Just let go.
He's not that profile of striker. He thinks he's Lukaku, and I got concerned when I saw him in the first season. He says he was watching clips of Lukaku. I'm like, dude, you're not Lukaku. Why are you watching clips of Lukaku? You're nothing like Lukaku. Lukaku has the kind of strength that you can't get in the gym, bro.
At 21, bro.
Like, you can't get that kind of strength in the gym, bro.
Lukaku at 21, though. Do you remember Lukaku at 21 at Everton?
Yeah, but he was a proper number 9 striker. You could tell with Lukaku, even though he doesn't have the skills, Suarez, all that kind of stuff, but he was good at what he did.
Can I ask you a question? Because, like I said, I don't watch this. I'm not one of them people that pretend that I watch bare leagues and that. I don't really watch sporting like that. I only watch them in the Champions League when they're playing Arsenal or what. Bro, do you see Enquiries doing any of this stuff?
No.
So, but you know what is Enquiries though?
So hold on. So it's obviously not the manager telling him to do this stuff then.
Yeah, no.
It's a follow over from what Ten Hag wanted in a striker.
Yeah, that's
Ten
crazy.
Hag wanted a certain kind of striker, which is a back to goal, like a target man, right? That's why he signed Haller at Ajax again. Yeah. People don't watch this stuff and they think I'm defending Højlund. No, I can come out and tell you he had a shit game.
But he's one-dimensional. That's the problem. He's very one-dimensional.
But he is. But that's what we signed.
But that ain't good enough. Let's be honest. We have to be brutal.
So, but you know what happened? You know what happened at Atalanta? They were coaching him to improve other aspects of his game. Yeah. People did not watch this. Sometimes he played left wing. Sometimes he played wider. Like he was playing wider. Not every game he was playing as number 9. But people don't see this.
Hardly played as a number 9.
But this is what I'm talking about. They were improving aspects of this game. But then we went and paid a premium for him, which doesn't help the player because he was still developing. Now, people will be like, oh, I want Enquiries. But were you watching him when he was 21? Like, there are teams that need to... like certain types of strikers. Again, I mean, Haaland. People are crashing out on Haaland now, but they forget he scored like 40 goals last season. He's next level, the best 9. That's the best 9 profile you can find in the world. Number 9, Haaland.
Yeah, but it's not.
But you can see that
it's not good.
I'm just saying, but the aspects of his game are weak. So United is, for me, the biggest people are crash out on is the recruitment team.
Yeah,
like,
recruitment.
What are you doing? Yeah. Why are you signing this guy? You don't have creative wingers. You don't have creative wingers. You have Rashford and Garnacho. What are you doing?
Like,
by the way, they were saying that Rashford played paddle tonight, apparently.
Like I said to you, man, on the last show, yeah. If you look at the list of names we've had in terms of attackers, yeah, at this club in the last 4 years, to end up with what we have now is a criminal.
And Højlund, yeah,
be sent to prison for what they have done to this squad. It should be a criminal. There should be a criminal case opened on this.
Yeah,
this needs to be studied. It's like, how have you gone from so many attackers?
They're both not good enough.
Like,
I'm not here to do tick for tack, you know. They're both not good enough to be leading number 9 for United. Like, let's just call it as we see it.
Either of them should be on the bench.
You know what I mean? But again, for me, like I said to you, yeah, I'm not here to be like, yo, one player is better than the other. Everyone could go, man, them. I'm not here for no, yo, my player is the best. My player is this. I genuinely don't care. Everyone can go. But let's say, for example, the manager said, yo, that Ahmad weren't good enough to be starting next year. So be it, man, them. If that means we get better in the position, so be it. Today, Faz said Dallow's not good enough. He said, I'm done with him. But why is it taking you this long, Faz, to be like, Dallow's not good enough? Why? Like, because, for me, like, it's crazy, bro.
You see Dallo, yeah? Today, I watched Dallo in acres and acres of space, yeah? And he's getting pinged the ball, yeah? He's bringing it down on his chest. I'm saying, go on, Dallo, how's your touch? Touch is perfect.
Yeah.
As soon as he turns, head gone, yeah?
Yeah.
Head's gone. That he's no attacking threat whatsoever. Promise you, that guy has no attacking threat. He had one shot. All right, cool. That was a good shot. Yeah, but other than that, he gets so much space and so much time on the ball. It's like if Ahmad was in that space, yeah, we would see. Maybe we would have got a couple of goals today. But I don't see what Dallo does with the ball when he gets all this space. Does nothing. Nothing. It's like he's got no attacking threat. I'm sorry, and he's not good enough because if you saw the space that I see this man getting the ball in, yeah, it's like yes, put a proper cross in, do something, beat a man, use your pace, put it around him, and get to the byline and smash it across the goal. Do something. Nothing. He's just waiting for Bruno, and Bruno's just there pointing and give me the ball and losing it, and then running back. I saw one part of the game where Rasmus was like in the DM position. Bruno was at left back, yeah, and flipping Kobe Mino and Dallo are running up front. I'm like, what the hell is going on here? I said, nah, this is crazy. I said, that's what my head was like. What, chaps? What are you doing?
Yeah, the left wing back, bro.
In this weather, yeah, watching this game, you're crazy. You need to like. I told you man in the group chat. I said my Christmas dinner needs to be tested for crack because I don't know what I was doing there. I don't know what I was doing there today. Honestly, I don't know what I was thinking,
bro. I don't know what you're thinking, bro.
Bro, I don't know, but I didn't expect to win. I went there, but I wanted to see it for myself, but I could not believe when I saw Dallo and flipping and Mainu up running for the ball up front, and these man in DM and left back. I was like, bro, is this me or is this not right? Because when you watch Wolves, you don't see none of this.
No.
None of this.
This is why I'm not hyping none of their players, man. You can't hype a team that beats Man United. Man United are just...
No.
You can't stop me, yeah.
Cunha is different.
What I'm saying to you is position.
No, we know he's good, yeah. But the level of freedom that he had to attack us.
But you see how much he works hard, though.
It's just different.
It's not just... He works really hard. The amount of times I saw him tracking back to stop Ahmad. Like tackle him at full back and you see him sprint forward.
There's players there, yeah. He's a good player and he'll look good amongst his peers. But when you're playing a team like Man United, you just look even better because we're so bad at so many of the fundamental things. He just looks much better than, and this is why, again, I say that it's quite dangerous. I just want Amorim to be able to go and get the players that with the club that we know are going to fit his profile. And I just want, like I said, we're 4 days away from this January transfer window. Yep. I just need signings to come through that door. I don't want to hear anything.
What if we don't get signings, though? There's a problem.
We need to go to Wolves. We need to go to Wolves, do whatever we need to do to get Cunha. Just like people are going to be like, again, I've been screaming it because he is the one player in the league outside of maybe after Cole Palmer, after you have Salah, that carries his team on the back. He carries his team on the back. We have nobody like that.
Yeah.
Nobody.
Newcastle, that man will grab him if we're not careful. Them type of teams,
Jesus.
They won't play games. They will grab him. I can see him at Newcastle.
We need to go get him,
bro. I don't know if Ineos are serious, man. They have to show me that they're serious, man. You know what I mean, bro? Like genuinely, bro. You need some quality, man. You know what I'm saying? But in terms of Mainu, man, what are we gonna do with Mainu, guys, man? We got no Ugarte, no Bruno. Like, is he gonna play Casemiro on Monday night? What do we do with Mainu? Generally, what do you reckon? What do you reckon is the issue with Mainu? Is he physically not fit enough?
You're not overhyped him. You overhyped him, bro. That's what happened.
No, but on a real like level, yeah. Like, what is happened with Mainu in terms of? I don't think he's an 8, but then if he's not an 8, I don't see him ever playing the 10 role. So then you got to make sure you drop him. Then you got to drop him.
He's not an 8 like in that position. I was gonna play. If you're gonna play Manu, he has to play one of the 10s. right?
But is
There's
he ever
nothing
going to
wrong
play
with
that?
that.
To be honest.
I think he will. I think no. If I'm being honest, I think Bruno Fernandes is cooked. I think there are certain performances you give a manager like Amorim that they don't forget. And today, when he got sent off, he didn't even look at Bruno. He didn't even look at him, and he didn't say anything to the players in the dressing room afterwards. So I think they're cooked. I think, guys, again, I think Mainu needs time to develop his game. He hasn't developed his game. He has a midfielder is the hardest place to play on the pitch. It's very difficult. You don't get time and space. Mainu wants to take too many touches. These are the things that the manager needs to get face-to-face with him and coach him out of doing. One touch, one touch, one touch, one touch. Quickly. You need to scan. You need to do all these things. And you need to do it consistently. But under Ten Hag, what was our midfield? Our midfield was non-existent. So these things need to be coached into him. People think you just become world class like that. It doesn't happen. There are very few players in world football that know these things. They're just born with it. The rest of it, you need to develop the players, guys. And our club is not used to that, unfortunately. We're not.
The problem I see with our squad now is that I think right now he needs functional players for the next transfer window, because there's still some positions like the left 10. If you don't sort out the fullback situation, that left 10 will starve. There's nothing's going to happen to him. Like Delo and Mazraoui cannot be the fullbacks. It's a very.
Who do you play then?
We need to get signings in. We need fullbacks. We need them.
I'll be honest with you though. I'll be honest with you. I feel like, yeah, I hear what Musa's saying and I agree with it. Yeah, but be realistic, man. There's not going to be no drastic changes in January. I think what you have to.
Why
look
not?
You got to be realistic,
Why
man.
not? You know I'm mad. You know I don't get it. Someone listen. They've just bought the club. Yeah, it's their first year. It's their first window for their new manager that they've got in the flipping November international break. It's your manager's first window. The first manager you've appointed as a new ownership, and you're telling me that they're not going to spend no money. That's not realistic.
Listen, he might.
Chelsea can go and get flipping Enzo Fernandez for 110 million in January.
United need to spend whatever need. If we're going to get fined next season, so be it. Take the fine for whatever they are going to charge you for FFP. Because people keep saying there's no money. No, there's no money to spend because of FFP. United have money. Manchester United can spend 300, 400, 500 million in the summer. People are going to say I'm crazy. The only reason we don't is because we're going to get fined by FFP or we're going to get kicked out of Europe. I do not care. This squad is shit. It needs a lot of surgery. Take the fine, take the suspension out of Europe for one season. That's what a lot of teams do. They get away with it. Why can't Manchester United do it?
I think, Musa, I hear what you're saying, but what you have to remember is anybody worth fighting in January, more than likely are going to be competing for something.
Yeah.
So it's going to be very difficult to get them out of the club. Not only that, it's going to be very difficult for Manchester United to get someone out of the club in January that's competing for something for the right price without overpaying for certain players. Chelsea overpaid for Enzo Fernandez. That's only
they did. They played the release clause.
Paid for him. Yeah, they couldn't have went there with 70 million because they would have told them get lost. Remember, Benfica didn't need the dough. They cashed in on Nunes the season before that. So they don't. It's not that they needed the dough. They said, listen, if you want him, you got to pay the premium. And the premium was 100+ millions to get him out of there. He's not worth that. So unless you want Man United overpaying for players in January, spending 500 million in January, which they can't spend anyway, and then it's not realistic to say that.
Did they overpay for Amorim? Did they overpay for Amorim to get him in November?
I don't think so. No.
Did they even play a release clause? What did they pay?
I think he had a release clause.
I don't think it was that much.
So go and pay these players release clause and go and get them in. They got release clause, most of these players. Go and pay it.
Yeah, but some of these release clauses are ridiculous. Negotiate, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, if Chelsea can get Enzo Fernandez in, and I'm gonna keep on saying it, for 110 million in January, one player, go and spend that on 3 players.
Yeah, but Musa, all right, Musa, let's put this into practice now. What 3 players are you gonna spend 110 million on?
Okay, we can go and get my man from Atalanta. That's the first one.
Edison is not leaving. I'm sorry.
Everyone can leave. What are you talking about?
Hold on a second.
They're about to win their league for the first time.
Wait, hold on, Musa.
They're not gonna win no league. Go on.
Musa, whether they're going to win the league or not, yeah. Bearing in mind, 3 years ago, we paid £30 million for Ahmad. How much do you think you're getting Edison for?
He's going rate 60 million, 65.
Yeah, 50 to 60 million, around that.
Yeah, 60 million.
Is that a release clause?
No, that I reckon it'll be about 50.
That's his rate. I think he was this summer. He was available for 40 million. No one budged.
Yeah, he's got
Now
he's
you're
got
gonna have to pay an extra 20. Yeah, so he's about 60
Especially
million.
in January. If you want someone else in January, you're gonna have to pay a bit more. So I
If
say
you wait
about
till the
60
summer.
I think it'd be easier to get wing backs and a
Because
left
what I'm
10.
trying to say to you is this, though, guys, and this I said this last time. Enzo Fernandez, when he was at Benfica, was one of the main guys while they were in Champions League football. He left Champions League football, Benfica, to go to Chelsea, and the deal was done. Every player has a price. Forget all of this. Oh, they're about to win their league.
Hear it, Musa, but what you're saying is
we're letting off Ineos too lightly.
Edison needs to come out the Champions League. I'm out of fighting for the Serie A and come and join 14th place Manchester United.
But why did Enzo do it? Why did Enzo do it?
Because
for Chelsea.
You know, because they sold Enzo.
But Chelsea were moving serious at that time.
Enzo a project. They sold him a project. They said, listen,
and that's what Amorim has to do. That's what Amorim has to do. Amorim has to sell him a project.
How you can Musa? If you're a football player, you're going to a club that is basically saying, listen, we're investing £1 billion into this, to take us back to the top. Not only that, you're getting more wages. Not only that, you get to play with these players, that are good players throughout the whole of Europe. Yeah, this is a whole new thing. Not only that, you're the captain.
This is a myth as well that Man United
Hold on a second. Not only that, we see you. Imagine that they're saying this. We see you as the next Chelsea captain. That's what we see you as. Yeah.
We say the exact same thing.
How are you selling this to Edison? Right?
We say the exact same thing to Enzo.
Guys,
we're building a new stadium.
Traps.
We say the same thing.
You can do it. It was only last summer that Cunha was twerking to join United. There are players that will jump at the chance. People forget this. Like, look at it.
With all due respect, Atalanta is not that. With all due respect, they're not that.
People guys, FFP. Apparently, Man United have got issues with FFP.
Forget that. We'll take the fine side, but we still got the money. Forget all the FFP.
We're gonna have issues regardless.
We'll take the fine.
That's where we are. This is where we are. This is what we need to do. Ineos need to do what they need to do to get the team back.
You guys are telling me they've brought Amorim in. They've brought him in November, and they've told him you're not going to have no money. These are the players you've got. We'll see you in the summer.
What do you reckon this season is savable?
Where was Chelsea when they brought him in? Chelsea were in a mess as well. People keep on forgetting how bad Chelsea was when they brought Enzo in.
When did they sign Enzo in? Was it 2022?
I think they had Potter and all of that, or someone. I can't remember. They were in a mess.
Enzo signs.
These men finished. They were in a mess.
It was January transfer window of 2023.
Yeah, they were in a mess.
Yeah, that season they were in a mess. I can't lie. You're right. Let me get these super chats in quickly. Big up to everyone locked in, guys. We need to get to 2,000 likes. We're on 1.3K, 3.4K in the building. Mandem, have you seen Longest Yard? That's my United. Him just coming for the new stadium, proud of money. GD Jarrett says we're losing 5 out of the next 7. We aren't beating Liverpool, Newcastle, Arsenal, Fulham, Brighton. The manager needs to stabilize. Mika says disagree. Isak has the profile of any number 9 in world football. Elite finishing, link up, hold up play, pace and arrogance. I reckon he joins Arsenal. Your manager is brilliant. Please keep him. FTV says I don't think Kobe suits 8 or 10 in this system formation. In the 10, he won't do much. We need Ahmad Cunha type pace, and Tech Kobe only has 1. Big up to Samata says, brother, it's 3 games in a row. Is it Ruben Amorim out now? Definitely not. Lend me a euro. Say Martial, Pogba flopped and still came. Felix Amondi says, with no signs, we are going to end up like Chelsea last season. If Chelsea can rebuild their club from scratch, why can't we? And Oli Sola says, also transfer talk isn't rooted in reality. Said you can could get Palmer next summer easily. Has 7 years left on this contract. I would never move to you. Yeah. He won't move towards. But you know what, though? It's just easy to just say Chelsea did it, so we have to do it. Is it easy?
No. Listen, Chelsea are moving serious. What you have to remember with Chelsea, and
Chelsea was serious, bro.
No, and this is because we laughed at Chelsea and we took the
we definitely laughed at Chelsea. Yes,
out of Chelsea. And Musa sits here and defends players like Xerxes and that. You have to remember, bro. When Aubameyang and these men came in and they weren't doing business, they was gone.
No, but Chelsea bought. Remember, Chelsea bought players in that people laughed at.
Last season, at the start of last season, how many keepers did they have? 7 keepers or something? How many, didn't they sign like 5 keepers or something in the space of like a space of like 6 months?
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to say. They was not on. Listen, Todd Bowley was like, look, I'm not trying to take this L here. Yeah, we're gonna spend until we get it right. Yeah, players can get out, players can go. They got rid of Kai Havertz. They got rid of Mason Mount. Yeah, they got rid of all these players. They got rid of bare man. Yeah. So unless you're going to turn around and say, right, cool, Bruno Fernandes is gone, Maguire's gone, Onana's gone, Xerxes gone, Højlund's gone. Yeah.
No, but the problem I have when you keep on mentioning Xerxes is that Xerxes been here for 4 months. So I know why you caught up with a player that's been there for 4 months.
I just named 5 players to you.
No, but I'm just saying, because when you started with that one again before, you said certain players they brought him in, but I'm just saying put him aside. If you want to name players that's been there for 18 months, 2 years, cool, I agree with you.
He's not good enough.
No, I'm not gonna say Xerxes not good enough. I'm not gonna say that.
Listen, right now, bro.
Where do you play? Where do you put Xerxes and expect him to deliver? Where do you put him in the system? Where?
In the 9.
The problem Xerxes has is
Xerxes is capable of scoring 25 to 30 goals in the 9 in all competitions.
Man, look at this.
Last year, he didn't score that.
Look at this, guys, man. Did you see that? Højlund wants the ball there, man. He's pissed off with the players. But I don't understand what Højlund's going to do there, though. Is he going to do something there? I don't know.
He might have a turn and shoot. He might.
He's just frustrated. People were talking about this online and saying, why is Højlund frustrated? He's frustrated. He doesn't get the ball. He might be shit, but he doesn't get the ball. Anybody will be frustrated on the pitch if you don't get the ball. Like it's just what it is.
Go to your point, Xerxes. He's not meant to be a star.
Where was he? When we bought him, this again, player profiling. When we bought him last season, where did he play?
Who?
Xerxes.
He played the false 9.
He played in the false 9. How many goals and assists? That's what I'm saying. How many goals and assists did he have to end up in the team of the season last season in his position? That's his numbers. His numbers are always going to be like 10 goals, 10 assists.
Look at this. This is what you cause Musa. Yeah? This Abba Diaz, whatever your name is, yeah. It says Traps always talks about Xerxes, nothing about Højlund. Did I not turn around and cuss Højlund for that?
Yeah, you did. That's what I don't get about our fan base, bro. Like, why is it one or the other?
Like
it's not one or the other.
What did I say last time? I said to you,
you know what is? You know what I'm not gonna do though, Traps, with Xerxes is that he's one of our more technical or technically more gifted players, and we have we have. Listen, Man United is in trouble now. Everyone finds it difficult. When Sancho was finding it difficult to show his technical ability, everyone was saying his crap is not good enough. When Ahmed Diallo was coming in, it's just Diallo last season.
And he had a poor game today as well. So
yeah, but when Diallo came in, you can have poor games. It's not a problem. But when Diallo came into the squad last season and he had a couple minutes in, couple minutes out, I remember people watching Diallo last season saying, I'm not too sure if he's going to hack it, you know. I'm not too sure if he's big enough, you know. I'm not too sure because he was coming in.
Musa. You know, Musa with the Xerxes thing, yeah? I think it was a wrong decision to bring in a Xerxes in a team that he's like the missing piece when you have like a team that is technically suited to the way he plays. You don't bring a Xerxes with a team of runners. You don't bring a Xerxes when we don't really want to keep the ball. So the problem with us here, we brought Xerxes when there is no link-up play. Where's the link-up play? Where is he meant to feed off other players? In the system where he was at Bologna, he had players around him that would link up. He would have wingers that would tuck in and create spaces in behind and overlap. So that team of Bologna that Thiago Motta created was fourth. They had an amazing season. We should have bought Xerxes when the team was settled. But then the problem was we didn't. And that's on Ineos. They
So
brought him
get-
without-
Hey, so when I said this to you, man, about 3 months ago, yeah, this is.
I mean, you said you said he was shit without really giving a reason as to
No,
why.
I didn't.
Yeah.
No, I didn't
That's
say.
what you said though.
Saeed,
I want to know
Saeed,
what's behind it.
No, Saeed, you know me. You know I'll go back and find it.
I'm not saying he's a
I'll
luxury
go
player.
back
I'm not saying he's a luxury
and
player.
I
I'm just saying you don't buy a Xerxes
What
when the whole
Xerxes
team's
brings to
shit.
the team, we don't need. What he brings to the team, we don't need. I
But
said
we
it.
want though. But you want to have that. You want
Yeah, but
to.
it's
You
not-
want to build a team where you need that, and you want that type
Do you
of player
need
in your
other
team.
players?
Are we going to build the team around Xerxes? I don't.
No,
think
no,
so.
we shouldn't. We shouldn't
But
build a team
he's-
around anyone.
listen, the problem is with Xerxes is a £30 million player. He's a squad player. Well, why are we
Yeah.
worried about a squad player?
But that's the problem, though, Musa. The problem is squad players have become starters. Our
That's the
team is not
problem.
squad players.
Talking about
That's the
players,
big
but
issue.
The reality of it is, yeah, is Xerxes and Hoyland. That's £100 million striker we've got there.
Yeah, I
Well,
know.
don't put them in the same two
To be
because
honest,
Hoyland is
at
twice
this
the
point,
price.
at
Hoyland
this point,
Hoyland is
Hoyland.
twice the price of Xerxes. He's 70
the
million.
price,
Don't
the
put them in the
price,
same boat.
the price doesn't matter at this point because either one are
That's what we've
struggling.
got.
They're both struggling. So what do we do to fix that? What's the solution? Because I get going on the strikers because we're not scoring goals, but what are we creating, guys?
Bro, I'd rather see man like Hugo or someone like that, bro. I'll be honest
I
with you.
said
like-
Hugo, you
I
know.
don't want no quick fix. You see me?
Where's
Yeah.
Wheatley,
Bro,
man? Where's Wheatley?
It's got that bad side that I don't think we've got anything to lose with watching man like.
I don't want a quick fix.
We're
I
not,
don't
we're
want a
not
quick fix.
creating chances, guys. We're putting
I
look
do
at
not want a
Chelsea
quick fix.
again. They fill their squad with creative players.
The
So
Man
much
City
so that
game was a quick fix.
Jackson was getting so many chances and people were getting frustrated that he wasn't finishing. That was what was happening last season on that Poch. He was getting chance after chance. Palmer was putting it on the plate for him and he was missing.
Yeah.
I would rather see that with Manchester United where like Hoyland is missing empty goal. I'm like, we know the issues that we need to get a striker. But we don't even have that. We're not getting nothing.
We don't create nothing. Furthermore, did you man see the bit where we was on the attack obviously it was at the second half. Yeah, was it the second half?
Second half, I think so,
It
yeah.
was second half. Dallo and Bruno running, and then he just stopped and passed the ball back. Did you see that?
Yeah, bro. I seen it, bro.
Bro, they don't create nothing. Like this Bruno creativity stuff, forget it. Yeah?
Get it.
Forget it, bro. Like they don't create the team doesn't as a team, they do not create enough chances. I'm sorry, they don't.
How many times do our corners hit the first man? Or crosses hit the first man? Constantly. Like, bro, we had Martial.
What we good at?
We had Martial. We thought we all agree Martial was highly talented. What did we say? Manchester United's number 9 is a graveyard shift.
Yeah.
Graveyard shift.
Yeah. Like man, them we got Newcastle next and Liverpool. We ain't going out the trenches, man. We are gonna
that's gonna be brutal. That's gonna be very bad.
no Ugarte as well. No Bruno. Like I said, it's peak. I don't know what he plays. I don't know what he does. Does he now force Garnacho in against Newcastle in that left 10 role because he has no option? What does he do there? You know what I mean?
I think
if I'm honest,
if I'm honest,
got to play Xerxes again because Hoyland hasn't worked, and then everyone's going to blame Xerxes, and then it's like, what's the answer? Like, but just you know what it is,
bro,
like,
drop both of them and go and get that 15-year-old kid we signed from Arsenal. Give him a go.
I've noticed as well. Why do you bring him?
Casemiro Ericsson plays. Casemiro and Ericsson are going to play.
He has to play.
Casemiro.
I think he has to play Casemiro now as well. I think he has to. I mean,
I don't understand it here. You got a player who's got leadership qualities. You got a player who's been in the trenches before. You got a player who's got the know-how here. Why don't you use Casemiro, bro? That one there, I'm baffled.
The only reason I think he doesn't play Casemiro because Casemiro, you can see him each time he gets the ball, first time pass, and that leads to a lot of turnovers. So, knowing the kind of team Amorim has, they probably looked at his stats. He gives away the ball a lot, and so that's why I said he has to choose between Casemiro or Bruno Fernandes. Casemiro offers more, at least now anyway.
When he played that midfield of Ugarte and Casemiro, yeah, we were solid. I feel like we were solid in the middle. That's what I feel like.
He gave away the ball a lot.
I think, yeah.
Wasn't that against Everton?
this is another thing as well. Yeah,
No, I
This
think
is-
that's when we played Leicester, but that was
it
rude
Leicester?
management.
listen. You see the manager, yeah. The manager doesn't get the manager's not free from all blame just because he's new as well.
I
yeah.
agree. He's
Yeah,
not.
He's not. Be honest with you, because at the end of the day, yeah, he needs to be smart enough, yeah, and wise enough to know that okay, cool, my system's here. I need to get my system in place, but I don't have the players, so I have to be a little bit pragmatic if I need to be, and say, you know what, cool, I'm just gonna run with this Casemiro thing. Do you know what? If I was him personally, I'd say, right, listen, Casemiro, Agar is my trusted lieutenant, yeah, and Casemiro, you've got the experience. Bruno, you're done. Yeah,
You're done.
Casemiro, sorry, but to sweeten you up, you're the captain now. Yeah, you're the captain now. Yeah, you've got the experience. Hold down the midfield,
Please.
Hold down the midfield with Agate until I can get myself some signings and sort this all out. That's to do, because he can't just be playing this and dropping, man. And even the situation with Rashford or whatnot, he said it's his decision. I don't know what's going on there, but at the end of the day, you've dropped Casemiro.
You got United fans saying that, Rashford should be playing now. He needs help. He needs to get help. Bro, Rashford ain't gonna do shit, man.
That's all we need. When we're losing 3-0 against Newcastle, is to see Rashford sulking and jumping out of 50-50s. That's all we need right now.
Yeah.
Come on.
Pick up to Tom says Wilcox buying players is dead from where before United. Big up to John. She says paying release clause Gyökeres 83 million. Danny Olmo on the free. Pay Lessie 30 million for Dogu. Pay buyback option Alvaro Fernandes 25 million. That's realistic. Wilcox business put my Southampton bottom before United. FTV says the excuse the man to give each other player is crazy, saying that they play with bums. Ahmad and Kobe play with the same bums every week, and they show more. And facts, Casemiro or Evans should be captain. I would strip the captaincy of Bruno Fernandes now. By the way, he didn't even look at him. He didn't even look at Bruno Fernandes.
I would give it to Casemiro. I would say, no,
Where's Casemiro, man?
I'll be like, Casemiro, listen, yeah, obviously I was doing what I was doing, but hold the captain's armband.
Just play with the Premier League, Casemiro. One game.
Another player that should be dropped is Martinez.
As well. Drop him.
He's cooked.
Yeah, but this is my point with all of these players. This is what I was trying to tell you. Is like, bro, I don't have no sympathy for none of these players. If they need to be dropped, drop them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sold, sell them. Yeah. And this is as simple as. And I'm sorry, like people think that I'm saying to like. Ahmad right now. Ahmad has got managers out of jail several times in the last however long, yeah. But if it comes to a head where he needs to be dropped, drop his ass. Simple as that, yeah. Because he's had a couple of bad games, which obviously, look, we can have bad games in that. But if it starts becoming a regular thing again, or not again, but it starts becoming a regular thing, maybe he needs to be dropped. Drop him. Simple as that. No hesitation. But I'm telling you this now. What I'm gonna do, yeah, because like I said I saw what the manager's trying to do, and I've given him the stay of execution in my mind. Like I said, he's a nobody here. I come himself, but I'm telling you now, the next game, he needs to do something about Bruno Fernandes. He needs to do something about that. And if he doesn't, bro,
he's lucky. Bruno's got the red card in it, so Bruno's out.
Well, whenever he's available, he should bring it back in.
No, but I'm talking about
put De Ligt as captain. You know what? That's the perfect option right there. De Ligt as the captain.
When Bruno's available again, Bruno should not be starting in his team. I promise you.
He should be starting, bro. Please, Amorim. Work with us, man.
Bruno should not be starting in his team. If he starts the next game he's available, then I'm not gonna lie. This guy's not doing himself no favors, because
he's not gonna. Yeah, that's the problem.
People say create creativity. Where we're gonna create from? I sat there and watched this game. He didn't create. The only thing he created was him being a nuisance. That's all he created.
Was getting away.
I don't think this whole Bruno creativity thing, for me, that's out the window. Bruno's lost all that. Bruno don't even stat pad to score goals no more. He doesn't even do that. So I personally think that manager should really think to turn around and say, listen, this captain, you're not the captain no more, mate. You've been stripped. Furthermore, you've got to go. You know what I mean? Like we had our fun with Bruno when he came. He was good. He was good. He was exciting. I liked him under Oli. Yeah, but that's years and years and that gone. Bruno's 30 years of age now. We should be looking to get some kind of
30
money.
years of age, bro.
Because if we can get 30, 40 million for Bruno, we paid 50 million for him. That's good. We've had a good run out of him. It's come to this situation, but we can get 30, 40 million out of him. So I'm not, like I said, all these players should be for sale. Everyone should be up for sale at a certain price. But I can't see. I'm seriously going to worry for this manager if he continues to persist with his.
You know what I got told? I got told in the summer that we've got a new technical board. We've got new guys getting in players. We've got new recruitment. We got all of that. All of this stuff that I was told. These
But
type
it's all
of guys,
hype when you don't do anything, man, Musa. It's all
that's
hype.
what I'm saying, but that's what I was told. And these type of guys normally bring players in. They bring players in for Newcastle in January. They bring players in for Chelsea. They bring players in for City. They bring players in for Arsenal. People go and get things done. Even Spurs are going to bring players in. We're going to be sitting here. Anyway, they just got to bring players in. I just don't want to hear no nonsense.
Big up to
they need to start sorting these things out. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Like I said, Ineos are not exactly innocent either. Yeah, although the things that they've done so far, I mean, they've been around for like a year or whatever it is.
Where's Qatar, man? I hear Qatar still nosing around. Is that true or is that fake?
That's a dream. That's a dream. That's a dream. Yeah, that's a dream.
Big up to Norfolk. Entron says, put half of the youth team in the squad. Enough is enough. Zero tolerance for poor performances from now on. Amorim needs to be ruthless and fans need to stand behind him if he makes bold moves. Yeah, but the problem is you don't want to be putting these players, these kids, you know what I mean? Yeah. You could jeopardize their I don't know, man. You're putting them in.
He needs to start. Listen, once he gets rid of Rashford, yeah, he needs to deal with this thing here. This number 7 here. He needs to deal with it. He needs to get him on his way, mate.
He loves Mason Mount. He loves Mason Mount. He loves him.
Listen,
let's talk about set pieces, guys. What's happening with set pieces?
I saw a stat yesterday that said Mason Mount hasn't completed 90 minutes in 3 years.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
That should be Ineos' job to get rid of him. Ineos needs to get rid of him. That's what they need to do. But Saeed, you were saying set pieces. I mean, I don't know.
Brother, you know, Italy TV are taking the piss out of us, you know, about Onana, you know, and I just think the set pieces, bro. Newcastle have got Danburn, Shaw, Isak. Who's tall in that team? Joe Linton. They got a couple of tall players in that team, yeah. They're gonna target us, guys. They are going to target us, man.
We just need to play Maguire, Delete, and Casemiro. It might be a good thing Casemiro is getting in.
That thingy, man.
I told you Newcastle Saturday.
No, on Monday night.
Monday night.
I told you about that crap goalkeeper as well.
Onana.
I told you that. I told you about that goalkeeper. He's absolutely trash. Trash. Yeah. That is a trash goalkeeper there. And what's that man really saying now though? Because this is what I'm trying to say. I'm old school. I'm an 80s baby. Yeah, I rely on this eye test quite a bit. Yeah, and when I see him doing certain things, like all of this with his hands and he's just doing a lot of nonsense, bro. He's crap. He's rubbish. He's so bad. I would swap him for De Gea right today. I'd swap him for De Gea back today.
Bro, that's crazy. Yeah, we can't go backwards, man. But look at this though, man. They sold us for 50 million euros. They got someone for 6 million. And someone's a better keeper than Onana.
You know, we targeted Sommer. I know. We targeted Sommer as well. And you know, again, why are we just so unlucky with transfers? It's like we feel like this Sommer for
stupid. Because we are stupid. There was no need. Listen, there was no need, yeah, for De Gea to be kicked out the club in the fashion that he was kicked out the club. De Gea could have been phased out. Yeah, he could have been phased out in terms of you go and get a goalkeeper, and if he's not better than De Gea,
but who would you would have got here in that summer? Keeper.
If I'm being honest, we should have kept Cover. We should have kept Cover that summer, the kid from our academy, because again, I watched him in preseason. Everything we wanted Onana to do, he was doing. In fact, doing it to a better level. He was passing out very well. And I was like, this guy is a giant in goal. Yeah, he's young. He's probably going to make some mistakes. But we have to spend money elsewhere. But again, we let him go. We can still bring him back. I think we have a recall clause on him. Some of these recall clauses we might need to use. We might just need to use.
Right, there's one buyback clause, that many people don't like, but I'm telling you now, they need to activate that one in January, bro. Activate that immediately, There's gonna be a lot of backlash, but activate that. Activate it and just we'll deal with it. We'll deal with it. I will deal with it anyway. But
which one's that one?
Come on, man. MG11, man.
Oh Jesus,
bro! Listen. Yo, this fan
oh
base.
my days. That
You're looking to
we will
cause
be
it.
vaporized,
bro.
online as a club. Vaporized. We can't. I'm sorry.
Why would he want to come back? Why would he want to come back? He won't want to come back.
I'm not going to lie to you, This guy is cooking over there. Not only that, these man put a buyback clause in his thing. They put a buyback clause in his thing. So I don't understand.
They never. Have they? Are you sure?
Yes, there's a buyback clause.
Buyback in there.
Yeah, they
there's
won't
a
do it.
buyback in there.
But
They won't do it, man. They sold him for his.
They put a buyback there, and if Marseille, if they don't activate the buyback and they sell him to a next player, Man United get 50% of whatever he sold for to whatever club. Yeah,
you must have go get Elanga at this rate, bro.
What? Why not swap him for Garnacho? I'm on that. I'll take it.
Bro, well, like you know what's mad here?
What is going on?
How did this club here sell Elanga but then keep Garnacho? It's mad. Elanga's twice the player Garnacho is.
This is why I'm going to hold you. This is why I'm going to hold United fans.
Don't forget how the fan base treated Elanga. Don't forget how they treated man. They're going like he was dead food. That's what they was going on like. He was dead food. And when he started cooking at Nottingham Forest, they was like, that's his level. But now, they're top of they're in the top 4 positions right now. So that's
guys,
football fans don't know.
Guys,
shit.
but to be fair, Traps, I think until the last game he scored, he hadn't scored for like 30, 40 games or something like that. But you can't do that at Man United. This is why I'm like, where a player like that should go out and go and develop. Garnacho, if he goes now, for example, he leaves, he goes to some club in Spain and starts doing decent. United fans are going to be like, you see, I told you. But it's like the level of player we need for Manchester United is different. The pressure is.
I hear all of that, but my name was saying the same shit about Danny Welbeck, bro. Danny Welbeck still banging ball in the Premier League. And furthermore, I'm sure I heard Ten Hag wanted Welbeck back this season or some shit. I'm sure I heard.
Yeah, apparently, he called him back, and that Welbeck said he called him or something like that. Forgot. Let me see. There was an interview. Let me see here. Welbeck, Ten Hag. I'm sure there was an interview saying he called him.
I think he did say mention maybe. I don't know if it's an interview or if it's like an article from someone that say Man United had looked at Welbeck. But for me, I think we need players who can stand up under pressure. That's what we don't have.
There it is. Here, look. Ten Hag. Ten Hag wanted Man United to sign Danny Welbeck last summer.
Yeah.
Aye, this is crazy.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. These are the man would say they're not good enough for United, but Welbeck, I thought Welbeck was a coach. But you have to remember,
And Welbeck's my guy, but we can't be going back to Welbeck.
Saeed, you would remember this. Welbeck turning up in the Bernabeu and them thing there,
There's so many players that we can go for. Like at Brighton right now, there's João Pedro that we can look at. Like not Welbeck. There's so many qualities. This is why my frustration is with recruitment is that there's so many players that we can go for. That before João Pedro was at Watford, right?
Yeah, João Pedro. Yeah.
This is what I mean. Like, bro, like the recruitment. There's players that we're probably missing out on that will get relegated this season. They'll get picked off by Brighton and some other team, and then we'll go and pay 70 million for them later.
Yeah,
guys, there's some really good wingers out there in Leicester and whatnot as well that we should look at to bring in. Like, there's so many. They're good players, man.
You know what? You know what? This match, big up to Jason Hansen. Green was cooking his girlfriend as well. Keep that prick away from my club. Listen, everyone's entitled to their own opinion. You know, Evan Ferguson. Even he's not the answer, bro. He's not the answer.
No. Again, striker development. The kind of striker is what we United need, and this is why.
Could we get Delap though?
Not not the player I would go for, in my opinion.
No,
Not the kind of striker. We need a striker that's going to get the ball on his feet and play. Because we don't have enough creativity. So we need players that can make goals for themselves.
I'll be honest with you. Yeah. Any player, yeah, that's got Manchester City Academy on their resume, I'd be taking.
So like Morgan Rogers.
I would look into it. I'd look into it.
Morgan Rogers would be good, but for the summer.
Yeah, he's good.
Costs a lot of money.
Yeah, I think he's good as well.
You have to remember as well, yeah, from Darren Ferguson's, from Darren Fletcher's kids were at and Van Persie's kids was at that academy. That academy is good. The Man City effed up by selling a bunch of these players that they could have used for their rebuild. So anyone that's got that on their CV that they was at that academy and they were sold or whatever else, they get them players in because them players know how to play ball.
Yeah, there's a few of them. There's a few of them balling out.
Yo, they would never sell him though, but they need 2 strikers for the whole season.
How are you going to want Ole Watkins? Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, love moves. I love, man.
I don't know. For me, I don't know if I'll go Watkins because again, he needs to be fed in it. You need to give him the ball in dangerous areas. So for me, it's tough. Again, make Cunha your number 1 target in January. Spend what you need to spend. Get wing backs in, and just hope that you can finish the season respectably. That's about it. That's all we can do.
Where do you see this Man United team genuinely finishing though? Genuinely,
9th.
I think when teams stop having things to play for, we'll start picking up points. So maybe we'll finish like 11th, 12th.
11th, 12th. Like, let's look at this here. So we are right now 14th. West Ham went above us. They play Liverpool next, which they expect to win.
Jesus, West Ham are above us. That's crazy.
Yeah, they're above us, man. So we got Newcastle next. We're not beating Newcastle, and we're not beating Liverpool. So our next 6 points here, we might as well forget it, guys. Yeah, let's be honest. Forget it. You know what I mean? We forget it.
So there's no point looking at the fixtures. Just let it go.
There's no point. But the joke of it is, Saeed, yeah, all season we haven't even won back-to-back games. If we won back-to-back games, we would have shot up the table. But we can't even do that.
What's our results like by United?
Look at this. This is depressing.
It's actually depressing when you deep it, you know.
But boy, you man wanted my man.
Look at this. So since Amorim came in, 1-1, 4-0, 2-0 loss. We haven't won. Then we won back-to-back losses to Arsenal and Nottingham Forest. Then we beat Man City. Now back-to-back losses. So we haven't won 2 games in a row.
Yeah, but even if you go back further than that, I think it's all season, Saeed. It's all season.
You know what? It's true, you know.
It's all season. We haven't won back-to-back games all season.
Nah, surely we have, man.
Ten Hag needs to be rehired and sacked again. Like,
look at this. So 1-0, 2-1, 3-0. Then we beat Southampton. Then we drew to Crystal Palace. We lost to the Spurs. We drew.
We should have lost that to Villa, but we won't.
We should have lost, really. Brentford, we got away with it. West Ham, we lost. That was when Eric Ten Hag got sacked. 1-1, 3-0, and then So Rude only had 2 games, 4 points out.
How many games have we played now? What's it like? 16? 17?
I think it's 17, isn't it?
17 games. We haven't won back-to-back. We haven't had back-to-back wins.
Back-to-back wins, yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah, that is.
I told Flawless, man. He didn't want to listen to me.
But people will be looking at it on the season, Rosie. There are some people who are doing Ten Hag revisionism, like, oh, it was better, but it wasn't.
It actually wasn't better. Yeah, you're right in that regards. Yeah, we played 18, bro. 18,
bro. So we listen. 1 game away from halfway point of the season. Halfway point of the season, it's less than a week away. Yeah, and we haven't won back-to-back games. And this is what you.
That says a lot, you know. That says a lot.
Trust me, this team is beyond help. Like this beyond help.
But every game feels like a tough game, though, bro, Mandem. Every game feels like it's like
it is in the Premier League.
Yeah,
we don't score. We don't score enough. You know what it is? Our attack is. It's one thing if you had a shit defense and your attack was scoring goals. We don't have anything. We don't have anything. So every game is going to be tough.
Yeah, but listen, what Man United need to focus on is getting to get like someone just said it in the chat. Get to the 40-point mark. Yeah, that's what we need to focus on. We need to get 40 points. Yeah, what we on now? 22 or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, we need 18 points out of this season, and maybe we can shit house our way to a Europa League final or something.
Do you know what would be really funny to see is if we actually like fall into the relegation zone. That would be. I would love to see the reaction of the club if that were to happen.
But you know what it is though? Let me tell you something here. And this is gonna sound very, very, very uncomfortable, yeah. If it gets like this, yeah, it keeps going like, do you see the Ineos hesitating in sacking Amorim? I'm not saying it's gonna happen here, but if it gets considerably worse, yeah, and they see no change, yeah, and do you reckon they would dare to sack Amorim? Like,
Yeah,
I'm just pointing out this hypothetical question. It's not.
Yes.
We don't have to.
Yes, they would.
I don't think so. I think the only way Amorim gets sacked is if Man United get relegated. That's the only way.
Or about to get relegated.
Yeah, because when you look at it from this perspective, yeah, is that you've had a manager in for two and a bit years. He's built a squad. He's bought 16 players or something along them lines, and he's been crap. Yeah, the league finishes have been terrible. Yeah, and it's just been awful. It's been awful football. The football hasn't worked, whatnot. So one thing they're going to give Amorim is time. That's one thing that they're going to do. They're going to give him time. So you can't. I don't see Amorim getting sacked, and he's not even been given £1 to buy a player. I can't see that happening. Yeah, I can't see that happening because I mean, for me,
my thing is, it's got to improve. Then for me, I'm not saying it should improve because I know the reality.
But he said it himself, though. He said that we need to get wins so that the players can buy into what he's trying to do, which is why, for me, I like Amorim because he knows what's happening. Like, he's aware. He's not in cuckoo land like Ten Hag was, where you come and gaslight you and say we're playing well, one more shit. He knows. He's aware. But the club need to help him.
Yeah,
the club need to help him.
And I do think as well, with the situation surrounding Rashford as well, I think that you have to remember Rashford's been around for a long time. You know what I mean? Rashford definitely has some form of power in that dressing room as well. Him getting drops like that might have a knock-on effect. But I do think that these are the things that they're going to allow him to. They're going to, because you know what they're going to do? They're going to look at the likes of Arsenal and whatnot, and how they got rid of certain players out of the team, and how things changed for them. I think they're going to allow Amorim to strip this squad down. And they're going to, but they're going, like people said, they should get players for the team, and he needs to work with the players. But at the same time, some of these we can't turn around and say that we need results and this and that and this season. Talk about this season when we know that these players will down tools and managers will get thrown under the bus. I don't think that's going to happen with Amorim. I think Amorim's going to be Amorim's allowed to drop Rashford completely out of the squad, completely, and not only that, he's turned around saying it's my decision. He said it's straight my decision, and there's been no sort of force of him back into the team, and there hasn't even been an argument or a falling out. He just said, "Look, Rashford's not in the team," and that's that. I think Ineos are basically saying to him, "Look, mate, just get us to flipping." I personally think, to be honest with you, this is why I think January is a myth as well, because I think Ineos and that probably turned around and said, look, obviously, because I don't know if Ratcliffe wanted certain things, but obviously he wanted certain things weren't happening. That's why Ashworth got sacked. But I personally think that he's probably said, you know what, I'm sacking him, I'm sorting this out, we're writing the season off.
Yeah.
But I'm sacking this
I
guy.
think he wanted more players sold.
He definitely wanted more players sold.
I think he wanted more players sold, and the season started, and obviously underperformances were happening. And he was like,
I personally think that he wanted Ten Hag out. Yeah, he wanted him out because there was rumors that they stopped speaking to him for months beforehand and all extra stuff. I think he wanted him out. They wanted more players out. He wanted more players in, and he wanted the new manager in place for the start of the season. So obviously, what people felt, and people blame Jim Ratcliffe for things, but we have to remember he's delegated this to a team to sort out. So when he's probably come and conducted his review, his 3 months, 6 month, whatever review, and he's seen what's going on, he's saying, well, why hasn't this happened? Why hasn't that happened? Why hasn't this happened? Why hasn't that happened? Because you have to remember, this guy's a big billionaire. He ain't got time to be coming down there and checking everything every other week.
Checking, that's what I'm saying.
He's just gonna come down, watch the games. He's gonna have his conversations, and then he'll show up and say, "Look, these are the findings." Because you've got all these man, Brailsford, all these man. They'll be writing their reports. They'll be saying this and that and the third. And then once he's gone through it and he's ready, he's like, "Right, it's time to go down there and say, right, cool. Ashworth, you're meant to do this, and this. You haven't done it. What's going on? Yeah, all right, you're gonna have to leave." So what we're gonna do? He's probably been realistic about it. And said, "Listen,
Bruno contract. Oh my God!
What do you do about this season?" So what do? We write it off. We get the new manager in. We write this season off. This season's a free hit for him. As long as he doesn't do nothing drastic like get us relegated or some shit.
Yeah. It's a free hit.
It's a free hit.
That sounds bad, saying that, but this season is almost like.
So we need to take the pain at some point. We need to take the pain at some point,
bro. Yeah.
The
pain is this season is like it's a write-off, bro. Literally next season.
That's what people need to do. People need to stop thinking about top 4. Stop thinking about Stop thinking about Europe next season or whatever else. You need to be looking at it like this. Chelsea were in the Europa Conference and they bought every single flipping player that they wanted. Yeah. So at the end of the day, forget that Champions League stuff. You need to attract these players. It's a load of nonsense. Man United can do. If Man United have got a transfer list and a plan, I promise you now, they're saying get this manager in, get these people, get this team learning his way from now. Write this season off. Like I said, if we can
start to die, man. More pain, bro. More pain.
Yeah,
we're not taking enough pain.
No. I don't see it changing anytime soon. The next 2 games, I don't see it changing, man. So it is more pain.
I think
Saeed, I texted you it was going to get worse. So it's going to get worse.
Listen, boys, we are halfway. We're the halfway point of the season. You need to write it off. Like you need to write it off. Yeah, we're halfway through the season. What we've seen so far, we only have that amount of to see again. And you lot are still hoping that things are going to change. I'm telling you now, this guy could finish 17th. Yes. No, not 17th, or 16th. Yeah. And he'll be fine. I promise you that. He'll be fine. And they'll get but I do think in January, I think it's a bit of a stretch thinking that there's going to be hundreds of millions being spent and players are going to be coming in. I don't think that's going to happen.
No. Listen, man. I think for me, bro, I can't lie to you, man. It's not even worth getting angry over United. It's not worth getting mad over it. Just acceptance is a big thing, guys. Acceptance.
Just back Amorim as much as you can. That's the one thing I'll tell this fan base.
Listen, I drove all the way to Wolverhampton, watched the game, knowing full well. You saw what I said in the group chat, knowing full well, and I think I'm not angry. I don't feel angry about it. At the end of the day, I knew what I signed up for. So I just think that what United fans need to do is be realistic. Just be realistic at the end of the day.
Be realistic, yeah.
Right. Don't think that they're going to pull up 250 million and give it to him in January. I don't think that's going to happen.
No.
Don't think that there's going to be some big mad clear out in January. That's not going to happen. Don't think that this team's going to come out of nowhere and start winning games back to back and climb up the table and finish in the top 4. Yes, they might be able to scumbag their way somehow to a Europa League final because this team is a cup team. They can win cups. We've seen that. So I think that's it. I think just be realistic. Hope that we maybe can get through the back door to the Champions League via the Europa League. But other than that, just write the flipping season off. Write it off and hope we don't get relegated. Simple.
Yeah. It's a lesson. It's a lesson for the club that we unfortunately had to take. Years and years of bad recruitment. Yeah. At some point, it's going to hit you, and it's hit us hard this season.
Ilias tried to cut me off there. We need Pogba in January, says FCFC cooling, and they sacked Ashworth very quickly. So just talk about there before they're here. Right the season off. And like I said, man, more pain. Well, listen, we're going to wrap up here, man. I think for me, this is enough United talk, man. United don't need to be occupying 2 hours of our time anymore. You know what I mean? But yeah.
Saeed, man, it's you, man. I don't know how you do this, bro. I have no idea how you do this, man. I cannot. Jesus Christ! You sit on these streams and watch Manchester United get slapped every week. Like,
Hey,
crazy, bro.
Hey, do you know what you need to do?
Bro,
You need to make car park again or lay t-shirts, man. We need those.
But I told you, I do. You man actually gonna come with me to Ineos HQ? I mean, Traps, you need to come with me. You know,
Saeed, I'm not going anywhere. I'm not.
now, if
going
you see the same man here next year, you have to be in Ineos HQ with me. If you see Bruno Fernandes,
I told you,
these
yeah.
man still here by the end of the summer.
I told you, yeah. These man. Listen, Dan Ashworth being sacked in the fashion that he got sacked shows me exactly that these man.
I'm gonna hold that word. I'm gonna hold that onto you.
They're not happy what's going on.
Okay.
I promise you now, these man will clear this out. I promise you.
Promise. You promise.
they have to, bro.
Guys,
They
you heard
have
this
to.
promise. You heard this promise, guys. You heard this promise.
You heard that Chaps Cliff exclusive. These man will clear.
Clip. You know what I mean? Look, guys, I'm gonna show you as well, man. He's there, bro.
Listen, if we see, yeah, at least if we see the same team and a couple extra players next by the end of the summer, I will drive you to the HQ myself.
Myself.
When
are you giving, like early July, mid-July? What are you saying? Mid-July?
I'm saying by the time the transfer window closes, because I'll be real, I can't.
But why would you wait until that moment? We've got to go a bit earlier than that, bro. We've got to make sure.
I can't see a man getting sacked in the fashion that he got sacked if they're going to let this run. They're not happy about something, and it's got to be the outgoings or the incomings, or there's got to be the manager. So I personally think this is their first appointment of a manager. They are going to back him to the hills. I don't know how they're going to do it, because basically they're saying that we ain't got two pennies to rub together as far as PSR is concerned. But boy, I just hope I do hope they find a way to help this manager, because for me, I like the manager, innit? I think he's a competent manager. I don't know whether he's going to be a guy that will lead us back to the Premier League. I don't know about that, but I do think he's got enough in his locker to have Man United in the top four and making progress to the point where he might have to leave and we might have to get a man in that can lead us. But he might be able to do the job. So they need to get behind him. Yeah, pause. But you know what I mean? I just think that it's timing at the end of the day. And right now, people are thinking that January transfer window, we're going to be spending hundreds of millions. Forget it, man. It's just a dream.
Yeah. Listen, Elite Pundit, love for coming on, bro. It's been a while, but good to see you back.
Yeah, no problem. Always happy to be here, guys. If you're tired of Manchester United chat, I do different content on TikTok. You know, if you like fragrances and stuff, follow me there, and maybe you find something that will make you feel a little bit happy. Especially now that the weather is cold, and you want to go out, and maybe you have a missus or something. Hit me up on TikTok.
Yeah, there you go. And then Traps, big up to you, man. Always.
Yeah, always. Come on, bro. Big up Brian. Big up the chat, man.
Yeah, there you go, people. Guys, it is what it is, man. Well, nothing which we could do. Just got to ride the storm, man. It's you know what, shout to Lee, man. He said ride the storm, but it was a different type of storm, man. You know what I mean? Because this storm is like a tsunami, man. That's never ending. You get me? But guys, I'll see you lot tomorrow. A video with Callum, and then tomorrow with Faz as well. So shout out to you lot. And I'll say care. Bye-bye. Peace.